As many of you know, I am a hobby potter, meaning I have another full-time job in my family, so I'm always looking for new projects that don't take up too much of my time and can help pay for my hobby. This year, I have one that is perfect for the beginner potter, and at the end of the video, I'm going to explain how you can market and sell these items as quickly as you can make them without a ton of PR or marketing or anything like that. Speaking of paying for my new hobby, I need to let you know about an awesome event that's happening right now. Coldest Water is having a blackout for the entire month of November. It's the entire month. There's sales. You can get up to 50% off of some of their gear drops, 20% off everything. I will have full information in the video description, so check out the links and the information there. We are making custom handmade Christmas ornaments for companies. Ooh, pretty awesome. Now, if you don't have a company to work with, don't worry about that. I'll get to that at the end. And as part of this project, you will need a stamp for that company. I'm going to throw these on the wheel, and you may ask, why don't you just roll them out and cut them using a cookie cutter, which is honestly a great question. Let me show you why I did it this way. So, I have some here that I flattened out the clay, and then I cut them, and you notice that they're not perfectly level. Can you see that there? They're a little bit bumpy on the table. You can kind of hear when... And so they looked a little bit funky, and the edges weren't quite as crisp and clean as I would like. When I throw them on the wheel, I get this as the result. Now this one here has not been bisque fired yet, but there it is. It's got nice clean edges. You can see there it sits perfectly flat. Here's another one. I do have a little bit of cornstarch there from stamping it, but you get a perfectly flat back. You've got it nice and flat this way, and you've got really clean edges and a perfect circular shape. So those are some of the reasons why I throw them rather than kind of rolling out a slab and cookie cutting. I did try and do that. It's faster to cookie cut them, but I find I get a better quality product when I take the time to throw it on the wheel. So that is what I'm going to do. First off, you'll start by measuring about 3 ounces of clay. Reconstituted clay is amazing for this project. It takes about a minute, maybe a little bit less, to do them when you get good at them and you get practicing them. When I'm throwing them, I throw a flat disc, and then I use a rib tool held at a 90-degree angle to completely flatten out the ornament. This is important because it gives us a perfect spot to stamp on. It also scrapes off all the extra slip, and if you're doing a marbled clay pattern, it helps to just get the slip cleared off so you get that beautiful marbled look. Then I trim the sides on the wheel, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. When I'm stamping, I put some cornstarch on the stamp, and I stamp them right when they come off the wheel. I cut the hole into them while they're still on the bat, and then I can sit and just let them dry. Again, I'm a hobby potter, so I can make 6 of these in about 5 to 6 minutes, let them sit and dry while I work on other projects or, spend time with my family or do whatever. And then when they dry, I just pop them off the bats. They have a perfectly flat back, and they're good to go. They fit anywhere in my kiln. They're a quick project, and I know that I can sell them as fast as I can make them. Let's talk about some of the math here. If I make one of these every minute, that's 60 of them per hour. Now that's hours that I'm working. I only make about 6 at a time because that's how many bats I have ready and ready to go for this project. So I make 6 of them and then I work on other things. But if I'm making 60 per hour that I'm working and I sell them for $1, I make about $60 per hour minus my expenses, which are less than $1 per ornament. So I would make a little bit of money. If I sell them for $2 each, then I'm earning $60 per hour pretty easily. I promised at the end I would share with you how I can sell these at such a big rate. And it's actually pretty straightforward. First off, all you need to do is find a local nonprofit organization in your area and sell them as a fundraiser for that nonprofit. If you have a nonprofit that you really believe in and they have several people that kind of go to them, then that's a perfect organization to work with. In my community, the art studio where I learned to do pottery is actually connected to the Community Cultural Center, and they've been an awesome partner to work with. Amazing. Just in case you forgot who the actual sponsor of this video was. I have worked with schools in the past. Schools are a little bit tougher to do fundraisers. Each school has their own procedure, so they tend to be a little bit tough, and sometimes they require board approval, which means that there's a little bit of a longer wait period. Fundraisers work a little differently for every organization, but if you approach an organization, a nonprofit, and you tell them that you will give them customized, handcrafted Christmas ornaments for $1 to $2 each, they can sell them for $5 to $8 each. In my experience, they've said yes. Then, to make the deal even sweeter, you can only charge them after the sales are done, so it doesn't cost them anything up front and it's straight profit for them. You can also take back the ones that don't sell if there are any. And that, again, makes it kind of a risk-free investment for them. I have found that when you do have a successful fundraiser with a company, they like working with you, you like working with them, they'll return to you for more business in the future. And it can lead to some commissioned work if people see your stuff and really like it. So that's pretty sweet, especially when you add on that this comes with all of these benefits and earning about $60 an hour as you do it. That is a really good deal. So the basic steps: find a local nonprofit that you believe in, get a stamp of their company logo, get on the wheel and start throwing. That's it. Have a wonderful day.